should really consider cleaning my room sometime. So today's another one of those I'm kind of busy today kind of days. So I don't know how long this is going to be. This video is probably going to suck. What I really wanted to do today was go out for a bicycle ride. In January! So like 3 days ago it was like 11 degrees outside. Fahrenheit. Today it is like 60 degrees out. So while like 3 days ago it looks kind of like this outside, today it's kind of, most of the snow's gone and it's pretty muddy outside. It's gross. But I really couldn't go for a bike ride today because that little punk over there, I forgot I had a flat tire. How much time do I have before I have to go to class? I have about a half hour. I probably have just enough time to replace the tire. So let's do that. First I gotta take this thing off. This thing is called a wheel. The back wheel tends to be harder to get off than the front wheel because of all this shenanigans right here. So I'll make sure you have a spare tube and that it's the right size. Size is right there. I also have a Schroeder. I have the S-valve. That can be important. You're also going to want some of these plastic tire irons. This is how you get this part off. You got to put this little hooky side in underneath here. Force the tire out of there. Sometimes it's harder than other times. I'm actually going to use two of them. Why not? Why not? There we go. Got one spot. Got another spot. Got these irons in underneath the rubber of the tire. That way I can lever them out. That side right there, the little fish hook side, you connect to one of the spokes on the tire. See? See? Makes sense. It makes sense. Gonna do the same thing with tire iron number 2 on this side. Once you get this first one in, it tends to be a little bit easier to get these little guys in. Tends to be. Not always. There, see? 2 of them. Now you take tire iron plastic thingy number 3 with a little spoony side. And now since you already have it started down here, you just kind of feed it out. Once you get started, this part gets pretty easy. Boom. Now if the inner tube was still intact, you would want to be careful and kind of like just softly bring that over the rim. This thing's already busted, so I don't care. We get in on this side, with tire iron to get in. See how it's kind of off now, and that's in this side, but it's on this side, but it's in this side. The thing is on this side, and now I'm just feeding this thing through. Just feed it through. It's like a fat man in a buffet. You just keep on feeding it. After a while, you should be able to just pull it off by hand. Obviously, you want to take this thing off. You have to unscrew it and then pull it out. Again, if this thing was intact, you would want to be a lot more careful with it than I'm being. This thing is flat though and has a hole in it somewhere, so it doesn't matter. Now we're taking our new tire. That's not a tire. Now we're taking our new inner tube. Unscrew the valve, and then place the lid someplace where you're not going to lose it. Where's my pump? I'm just going to give this like 2 pumps real quick. Enough to give it like a little bit of its shape, but not so much that it's going to like be impossible to put back on. You place the inner tube back into the tire, all the while being careful not to let it like bend in back in on itself, because that can make this more likely to pop later if you do that. You can even do it over the shoulder like this. It makes you look cool. Inner tube is back inside the tire now. Find the hole in the rim. You should only have one hole in the rim because this is where the little valve goes. If you have any more holes in the rim, then you probably got shot at. This goes in like that. Now we take this tire and we just feed one side in over the rim. You should be able to do this just with your hands at this point. Do it carefully, of course. You don't want to rip your rubber. That's how you'll wind up with accidental children. One side is on. This part you want to be careful with because you don't want to pinch the inner tube in with the metal, because then when you inflate it, it'll like rip. Then you have to do this all over again. So now we're going to put this side in like so. Again, you should be able to pull this off with just your bare hands, up to a point anyway. It's usually around the last little bit where it gets a little tricky because, you know, now it's pulled taut. I don't think I've ever had to use that word before. Usually I'm doing it this way so I have the force of my thumbs, which have amazing strength in them, to put it in. There we go. There we go. Got the whole thing in now. That's what she said. Okay, she didn't say that. So we have this back on. We have the tire back on. We have a good inner tube inside. I hope it's a good inner tube. This is gonna suck if it's not. Now we get to put the wheel back on the bike. And just like that, I am ready to go on a bike ride. What time is it? I didn't think it was possible, but I think my room is even dirtier now. I don't have enough time to go for a bike ride before I have to finish up classes and stuff today. But at least now you know how to replace the inner tube on a bike, and I got a video done. So good for me.